Now let's tackle about the three main levels, which is the pre-conventional morality, conventional morality, and post-conventional morality, and the 6 stages of cognitive theory of moral development. So first is the level 1, which is the pre-conventional morality, wherein children's judgments are based on external criteria. Standards of right or wrong are absolute and laid down by authority. So by authority, it doesn't mean that kanang kuan ra gani siya like sa mga politicians or kanang mga police in ana. So kani siya nga authority kay pwede sa di siya ang parents or ang teachers. So in level 1, which is pre-conventional morality, is ages 4 to 10 years old. Wherein sa stage 1 is behavior is based on the desire to avoid severe physical punishment by a superior power. Judgment about what is right or wrong is based on consequences to him. So, for example ha, ang mga bata mangyudron, di ba kay kana ganing if makakita lang og sinsiyo sa balay in ana or makakita lang kwarta kay tikluon gani ing ana. And then sa ari sa stage 1 is behavior is based on the desire to avoid severe physical punishment. So, ang bata instead of kwaon niya ang kwarta nga kana ganing sa parents man gyud na kay dili ba gyud ingon nga naay kwarta din ang bata. So instead gani nga iyang steal, iyang gi-refrain iyang self nga kwaon ang kwarta, not because kahibalo siya nga sayop ni, but because iyang gi kuan iyang self baka nang maka-avoid siya sa punishment gani. Kay we're talking about the physical punishment nga ma-receive nila from someone who is superior to them, which is ang ilahang parents. So, ang pinaka-focus dito sa stage 1 is avoiding severe physical repercussions leading to a simplistic view of right and wrong based solely on the avoidance of negative outcomes. So, in stage 2, actions are based largely on satisfying one's own personal needs. The child will help someone else if that person will help him in return. So, as a child progresses to stage 2, their moral reasoning begins to incorporate a sense of self-interest. Actions are primarily motivated by the desire to satisfy personal needs. In this stage, children may exhibit a willingness to help others, but this is contingent upon receiving something in return. For example, a child might assist a peer with a task if they believe that the peer will reciprocate the favor later. This exchange-based morality reflects an understanding of fairness, albeit from a self-centered perspective. So, sa stage 2, actions are based largely on satisfying one's own personal needs. So, ari diri is based on the example, mutabang ra ang child if ang someone nga iyang gitabangan muhatag sad og favor gani, murag mo reciprocate the favor nga gibuhat sad sa child sa iyaha. So for example, ako og si Mariel, so si Mariel, friend man mi ni Mariel, and then ingon ko nga, Mariel, tabangan ti ka sa imuhang buluhaton, basta imo sad kong tabangan sa ako ah. So, mutabang ra ko if si Mariel mutabang sad sa ako ah. So, di ari nga stage, mura ra gani siya nakakuan kung maka-benefit ko ani, mubuhat ko ani. Pero if dili ko maka-benefit, dili gid ko mutabang sad sa uban. So, mo ni siya ang gi-focus sa stage 2. So, next is level 2, which is the conventional morality. Ages from 10 to 13 or beyond, wherein children's judgments are based on the norms and expectations of the group. So, at this level, moral reasoning is primarily centered around conformity, approval, and the maintenance of relationship. So, in stage 3, good behavior is that which pleases others and judgments are based on the intentions. Children conform to rules to win the approvals of others and to maintain good relationship. So, di ari nga, so sa level 2, stage 3 is ang good behavior gani. Children defines good behavior if ma-please nila ang laing tao. So, their moral judgments are focused on intentions rather than merely the outcomes of the action. This stage reflects an emerging awareness of social relationships as children strive to conform to the rules and expectations set by their peers and adults. The motivation behind their action is often to win approval and to foster positive relationship. So, the ari is, if sa level 1, kay naa gani higher ups or kanang nay authority, hadlok sila sa punishment. Sa level 2 man is, this is where ang children's judgment kay based na pud siya sa kung unsa gani masulti sa lain tawo ug unsa ang expectations sa group. So, for example, a child may choose to share toys or help a friend not just out of a sense of obligation, but to be viewed as kind and friendly. This desire for social acceptance underscores the importance of interpersonal relationship in shaping their moral understandings. So, sa example, a child, ang pag-share niya sa toys or ang pagtabang niya sa friend, not because mo na iyang kuan, like, not because gi-choose na niya or not because in a sense of obligation, but it is because aron makita gani sa uban nga kind siya o friendly siya. So in stage 4, what is right is what is accepted. If the social groups accepts rules as appropriate for all group members, children will conform to them to avoid social disapproval and censure. So at this stage, children begin to recognize that what is considered right is often defined by the acceptance of social rules within their groups. They conform to established norms to avoid social disapproval and censure, reflecting a more structured approach to morality. This stage emphasizes the necessity of adhering to laws and rules that are accepted by the community, as children understand that such adherence is crucial for maintaining social order. So, for instance, a child might diligently follow school rules, believing that doing so is vital for the overall harmony and respect within the classroom. This stage illustrates a transition towards a collective understanding of morality, where the focus shifts from individual desires to the greater good of the community. So, ari sa stage 4 is what is right is what is accepted. So, the ari nga example is ang child ni believe siya nga ang school rules is what is right because it is what is accepted sad sa uban, like ang school rules kay gi-follow sad sa laing tawo and ana, and then ang sa stage 4 ba is social groups accepts rules as appropriate for all members. So ang child is ni follow sad siya sa school rules to avoid social disapproval and censure. So the last one is the level 3, which is the post-conventional morality. The individual recognizes the arbitrariness of social and legal conventions. The individual attempts to define moral values that are separate from group norms. So in level 3 of moral development, known as the post-conventional morality, marks a significant evolution in ethical reasoning. So individuals understand that social and legal rules are not absolute truths, but can be questioned and redefined based on moral reasoning. There is a focus on developing a personal set of ethical principles that may conflict with societal norms, emphasizing integrity, honesty, and ethics. So in stage 5, individuals recognize that laws are arbitrary and subject to change. They understand that while laws provide necessary structure, there are aspects of life not governed by these laws where moral decisions are based on personal agreements and mutual contracts. This perspective encourages a more flexible approach to morality, where individuals advocate for laws that serves the collective good and adapt as societal needs evolve. So, for example, a person may support reforms that promote social justice, viewing laws as tools for enhancing human welfare rather than rigid mandates. This stage emphasizes the importance of consensus and the idea that moral decisions should reflect collective values. So at stage 6, morality is rooted in the deep respect for others and commitment to universal ethical principles. Individuals conform to both societal standards and their internalized ideals driven by a desire to avoid self-contamination rather than merely seeking social approval. This stage is characterized by a profound moral obligation to uphold justice, morality, and the dignity of all individuals, often at a personal cost. For instance, an individual may choose to stand up against injustice even if it leads to personal repercussions motivated by a moral conviction that transcends societal expectations. This stage should reflect a commitment to ethical principles that prioritize the well-being of others and the promotion of mutual respect among all individuals. Level 3, or the post-conventional morality, is for early adolescence or not until young adulthood or never. Kohlberg's 6-stage model of moral development is an excellent tool for understanding students at different stages of moral understanding. By understanding this theory of moral development, teachers can help to guide the moral characters of their students and help them to become the best that they can be. So Kohlberg used a method called clinical interview in his study of how children develop moral reasoning. The problem asked was this. In Europe, a woman was near death from a special kind of cancer. There was one drug that the doctors thought might save her. It was a form of radium that a druggist in the same town had recently discovered. The drug was expensive to make, but the druggist was charging 10 times what the drug cost him to make. He paid $2,000 for a small dose of the drug. The sick woman's husband, hence, went to everyone he knew to borrow the money, but could only get together about $1,000, which was half of what it cost. He told the druggist that his wife was dying and asked him to sell it cheaper or let him pay later. But the druggist said, "No, I discovered the drug and I'm going to make money from it." So, Hans got desperate and considered breaking into the man's store to steal the drug for his wife. Should Hans steal the radium? The table below shows how people in each stage of Kohlberg's moral reasoning usually respond to Hans' dilemma. In the table, we will see how Hans will respond to each stages. So, the level 1, which is the pre-conventional morality, is for stage 1, orientation towards punishment and obedience. So, the pro is, he should steal the drug. It isn't really bad to take it. It isn't as if he hadn't asked to pay for it first. The drug he'd take is worth only $200. He's not really taking a $2,000 drug. So for the con is, he shouldn't steal the drug. It's a big crime. He didn't get permission. He used force and broke and entered. He did a lot of damage and stole a very expensive drug. So these typical answers for Hans' dilemma in stage 1 kay naghatag siya og kanaganing duha ka perspective. Kay if maingon ta sa level 1 man good is, di ba nagtackle ta ato nga ang sa level 1 kay children's judgment are based on external criteria. Standards of right or wrong are absolute and laid down by authorities. So, if laid down by authorities, so naa sila gi-follow nga rules kay kana ganing mahadlok sila for the kanang possible consequences gani or possible punishment. So based sa answer sa pro o sa con, so if ato ikoan is if child pa ko or if child pa ang mo typical answers gani sa mga dilemma ni Hans kay ang iyaha gyud ani is kaning sa con kay he shouldn't steal the drug man gyud para sa child kay it's a big crime, and then naabi sila gi-follow nga rule if ari ta sa stage 1 or sa level 1. So in stage 2, which is the instrumental purpose and exchange or instrumental relativist orientation. So for the pro is it's all right to steal the drug because his wife needs it and he wants her to leave. It isn't that he wants to steal, but that's what he has to do to save her. So for the con, he shouldn't steal it. The druggist isn't wrong or bad. He just wants to make a profit. That's what you're in business for, to make money. So for the stage 2 is, ang stage 2 ganina is nagtalk siya, mo help ang child kung ang iyahang gitabangan kay mo reciprocate sad og favor. So for the typical answers to Hans dilemma is pwede gyud siya maari siya sa pro nga it's all right to steal the drug kay because his wife needs it man sad gyud. So next is for the level 2, which is conventional morality. So for stage 3, interpersonal concordance or good boy nice girl. So for pro is he should steal the drug. He is only doing something that is natural for a good husband to do. You can't blame him for doing something out of love for his wife. You'd blame him if he didn't love his wife enough to save her. For con, he shouldn't steal. If his wife dies, he can't be blamed. It isn't because he's heartless or that he doesn't love her enough to do everything that he legally can. The druggist is the selfish or heartless one. So for stage 3, which is the good boy, nice girl. So for me, ari gini siya sa pro. Kay sa level 2 baya is kanang nag-confirm siya sa kana ganing sa what others do or gi-expect sad niya sa mga groups in ana. So ang uban baya ka mag-expect yun baya nga kay if love yun nimo ang imuhang wife or kung love yun ni Hans iyahang wife, dapat ihag yung buhaton tanan aron lang ma-save ang iyahang wife. So next is for stage 4, which is the social concern and conscience or law and order orientation. So you should steal it for the pro. If you did nothing, you'd be letting your wife die. It's your responsibility if she dies. You have to take it with the idea of paying the druggist. For the con is, it is a natural thing for Hans to want to save his wife, but it's still always wrong to steal. He knows he's taking a valuable drug from the man who made it. So in stage 4, which is law and order orientation, so the ari is kana ganing sa base sa example ganina is ang child mo follow siya sa rule if kay follow man siya sa uban and then to avoid sad og disapproval gani. So the ari mas kuan ang cons nga ang iyahang kuan is it is natural thing for Hans to want to save his wife but it's still always wrong to steal. Kay naa diri is law and order. So law and order, it is always wrong to steal. He knows he's taking a valuable drug from the man who made it. So sa kuan pa lang possible answers pa lang sa cons kay gipakita na siya nga ang nailo gani nga ang stealing is dili gyud maayo. So in level 3, which is the post-conventional morality, in stage 5, social contract legalistic orientation. For pro, the law wasn't set up for these circumstances. Taking the drug in this situation isn't really right, but it's justified. For con, you can't completely blame someone for stealing, but extreme circumstances don't really justify taking the law into your own hands. You can't have people stealing whenever they are desperate. The end may be good, but the ends don't justify the means. So as we learned ganina sa stage 5, behavior recognizes the laws as arbitrary and changeable. So the ari kay ang law is subject to change. So sa diary is ang para nako is ang kuan gyud mga typical answers to hence dilemma is ang pro nga. The law wasn't set up for these circumstances. Taking the drug in this situation isn't really right, but it's justified. So, justified man po siya nga. Kay ang ari baya kay kuan baya early adolescence or not until young adulthood. So, kani siya is makakuan jud ka nga justified man pod nga if still ni hands ang drug kay it is the way in order nga gana ganing mabuhi ang iyahang kanang wife. So next is the stage 6, which is the universal ethical principle orientation. So for the pro, this is a situation that forces him to choose between stealing and letting his wife die. In a situation where the choice must be made, it is morally right to steal. He has to act in the principle of preserving and respecting life. So for the con, Hans is faced with the decision of whether to consider the other people who need the drug just as badly as his wife. Hans oath to act not according to his feelings for his wife, but considering the value of all the lives involved. So for the stage 6, we have learned that morality is based on respect for others rather than on personal desires. So, ari gini siya sa cons kay mas gi-focus magud niya diri sa kanang respect for other people rather than sa kung unsay gusto nimo gani. So, kung sa cons magud diri is Hence is faced with the decision of whether to consider the other people. So, in stage 6, which is the universal ethical principle orientation, nag-focus siya into respecting others rather than, or kanaganing hunahunahon sad niya ang lain tawo, dili lang ang iyahang desire sa iyahang self. So, mao ni siya ang mga typical answers to Hans dilemma. So, nana siya pros and cons in each stages. So, as I've said ganina, Culver's 6 stages model of moral development is an excellent tool for understanding students at different stages of moral understanding. And that would be all. Thank you for listening.